so. Nice blue. Blue heavy. He's the only dead one, so. Probably wait for him to respawn. Oh, nothing starts. Okay.
2, 1.
Alright. I'm already gonna say I don't like the Gru. I don't think you should run it, especially on a map like this. Just because it's so small, the little itty bit of extra speed you're gonna get is significantly worse than the damage resistance across sniper sightlines when this map is literally sniper hell. So I would definitely recommend running Fist of Steel on this map over anything else. Natasha's a fine choice. Usually it's team dependent on who you're playing against. If you know that the team you're playing against is really aggressive or they have like a scout, they like to pocket their scout really hard. Both, it's a good option, but it's fine regardless. Natasha, Minigun, Tomislav, it's all fine choices on this map. Just changes how you play, what you counter. But you'll basically do the same thing regardless, which is protect your team, keep things off of them, push the other side of the map to take aggro, like the opposite side. Like if your team's pushing left point, you push concrete, not concrete, you push caution to take fire away. I don't have a key bound to play. Okay, hello? Hello? Okay. Are you still on Gru? Hello? Why did 3 put me at... Alright, well... Okay. Okay, this is obviously pre-Gru change. And again, like, see, you grew to get here to do... Oh my god, every time I press F2 it changes my POV. See, like, you grew to get there faster to do nothing, right? Like, Gru is not helping you here. Let me fly around. So what's everyone's position right now? I can't even look because it's paused. Loot is your spy, right? No, it's their spy. Burner is your... Oh, wait. Yeah, Loot is your spy. So he's on there. You have solid rock. Where's that? So you have a first pick from your soldier jumping. Your team is really clumped. You guys need to push like right now. Oh my god, shift keeps putting me to... Oh, I know why. I know why. You did, Arch? Bind. F2. Bind. I don't have Q bound anything. No, I do. Yeah, just get footage of them, report them in game. Who is it? It's Bum. Okay, I'll get back on his POV. This heavy right here. This guy. So yeah, I disagree with Gru as it is, but we'll see what happens here.
3, 2, 1.
All right, you didn't really need to eat your sandwich there. It was kind of a lull. Your team gave up, fire on some POVs here. Your team gave up, like, they're not pushing, you're not pushing. You probably could have waited a second, like you're mid-air, you get Uber instead of eating your sandwich and taking it away. That's one of the situations where you getting healed is fine, because, like, your entire team's health is good, except yours. And your team's not pushing anywhere. If your team was going to push right away, then eating the sandwich would be fine. But, then you can come in later, but it's fine. I'm gonna nitpick, by the way, because I'm a perfectionist in my own play, so... Once you get sniped in a sightline, you need to get away from that sightline ASAP. Now, see, you ate your sandwich before, right? If you had eaten your sandwich, if you hadn't eaten your sandwich before, you would have had it here, and you'd be full health right now. But still, you're low. This is probably fine. I wouldn't... Yeah, crouching this bench is probably fine, especially with your health the way it is. Yeah, this is totally fine. Not much you can really do here. You can probably start peeking around now. You don't need to call if you're in bed either. This is a bit of an overcommitment just to kill that mini. Your team had the point, or was like about to get the point. You didn't need to overcommit there. Right? I would get out as soon as you're milked, honestly. Like, you're low and you're milked, all you're really going to do is give them health. And again, Gru would make this so much easier. You would have lived there with Gru. I don't think he was fully charged. You would have lived there. Not Gru, Fist of Steel, sorry. Let's see how your team acts with this. Your team's kind of not playing super aggressive, and when they do, they're not doing it when the sniper's down. I've noticed. This is okay. Right, as of right now. Yeah, you're leaving your Gru out so long. They're on Tommy now? Okay, that's fine. That was like, alright, you have the point. You really don't need to walk onto the point. Like, you guys own the point. You're walking to chase one flank kill. It's just not worth it. It's better for you to be waiting. They have to make the play onto you. So, if you just wait Cliff, you're doing more than pushing across point. In that situation, at least. Why didn't you sandwich your med there? If my med's in double digits, I throw him a sandwich every time. He can heal you up if you really need it. Or you're Gerardied, you have picks, but still, you don't need to stand Caution. Caution is, like, not a great place for you to be. It's okay because you have some picks, but I would get out as soon as they look like they're ready to push. Your flank is completely dominating in here. It's like kind of hard to criticize like that position because like it paid off, but against a team that isn't just getting rolled by your scout and soldier or like your soldier and spy, whatever, you would have been punished really hard in Caution. This is okay. Sitting up here is fine with the picks that you had. You're down a sniper now. That well, you were down your sniper, so maybe it was questionable, but they were still respawning a bunch. Did your power just get 3 kills and they Ubered all the way on their cliff? What the fuck? Hey, bum. I was gonna highlight this and send it to you after. Yeah, alright. Heavy, you need to know the angles. Like, as Heavy, I play super defensive until I know where the sniper is. Because, let's say you were on point, right? Even if their sniper wasn't looking at you, let's say you were on point, and their soldier bombed, you're not there. You can't protect your med. Your med dies. Unless your pyro gets like a crazy thing, but your pyro is probably looking for spy, can't do both, right? They need both of you there. Like, there's no reason to be walking on point that early without a sniper call, especially since they still have the potential with all their classes up to do anything. Your job is a much more defensive one, you know? You're not really spy checking a lot, I've noticed. Kind of just staring forward. They have Uber. Oh, well, I always... From August? Okay. I always dislike heavy Ubers. I think they're really bad, in my opinion. I don't think Ubering a heavy is good. It's okay, like, defensively on a map like this, but... Oh, is he dead? Oh, sorry. I didn't check that thing. I'm just saying, in general, I don't see you spy checking a lot. I just mentioned it because I didn't see you there, but I guess the spy was dead. I didn't check the side thing. I'm mostly scanning the names and shit. You took teleporter with... You're peeking with Gru crits right now. Now your med's dead, your sniper's dead. Anything you do right now is not going to do anything really for your team. Unless your team's like... I guess your team was Saki, but right now, if they actually wanted to aggress on you, you're 1000% dead. You're basically alone. I mean, I can't turn you right around, but... If you're going to do anything there... Yeah, if you're going to do anything there, you should have just walked onto point and stopped it. At that point, like... You're so in, just delay buy time for your team. Like, if they wanted to kill you there, you were dead. Oh, so your demo's dead, your spy's dead. You need to reconnect with your med. Oh, man. Every time I see you cross a sight line with Gru, dude, I'm like, oh my god, if only you had Fist of Steel. Oh, man. Alright, sandwich your med right now. Alright. Yeah, the second your med was low, you should have sandwiched. It would honestly was more important to be sandwiching. Like, not only did you had Gru crits when they bombed, which is potentially just a guaranteed death. You had Gru crits when they bombed. You also switched your mini first to try to kill the bomb instead of healing your med first, who is a little bit below half. Like, the sandwich, I sandwich over killing sometimes, because if I have faith in my med's movement, you know? Like, your med survived all of that without getting heals from you, which is crazy. With heals from you, we would have lived. This is alright right now. Yeah, your team capped, you're putting out suppressing fire, and now you're chasing a little, now you're like, caution here, like, it's not a great position if they stack onto you. Okay. And see, when you move forward to peak like that, peak cliff, like, it seems like, oh, I can get a better angle on cliff and things on it. You're also entering 8 million more sight lines. You can peak that way safer. Or just not peek it at all. It's not really your job. If there's someone shooting at you, that's the get the fuck out. Like, that's a big red alert in my head, you know? Like, you being the one initiating on this map is really bad for your team. Like, it's so tight, the tiniest misstep can be you getting focused by their entire team and insta-dying. Heavy's like, he's healthy, yeah, he's a tank, yeah, but his speed and the fact that he can't really do anything at mid to long range realistically, we're just gonna get focused super hard.
Ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
I'll be honest, I would have gone on the other side of that fence wall there. Yeah, like, you're initiating so much, and it's not what you really should be doing on this map. It's just not as effective as the defensive protecting style. Like, you start with Natasha, I was like, alright, so that's the style you're gonna play, and then you started playing like really hyper aggro.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
The sniper's dead, right? Yeah, okay. I have some items that keep popping up. I'm just... Abuse report? Oh god.
Someday, we could know.
Bum, thank you very much for joining 19 other people in throwing away your money, fucking up horrendously, and getting me to my sub goal, actually. That's awesome, dude. Thank you. Alright. Okay, right here. I'm gonna go back, like, a few ticks. Can I just go back, like, a bit? What tick are we at right now? If I go to, like, 39,500. I want to show you, like, how big the little things can be. Let's see. Where are you? Here we go, okay.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
So you're back on Natasha now. So you should be playing this now. Watch this. Ready? I would stop here. I wouldn't go further than this. I would be a little more to the right, so I'm not in the Japan sniper angle, which is, you know, like here. I keep forgetting to get super across here. So I would literally stop right here. I wouldn't go any more forward. If I go any more forward, I'm potentially in an angle from China. I'm definitely in an angle from there. I can be seen from pocket. And I'm also sitting in the Japan sideline right now, right? So now you're in the cliff sight line and the Japan sight line and kind of the pocket sight line. Where's the sniper? He's in main. So you went. So now you're in the main sideline too. I can't even see it because of this thing. So you're in the cliff, pocket, China, I guess, if he goes really forward on it, Japan, and main sideline. Like, you're in 5 sightlines right now, and you don't know where the sniper is. You do now because you just got headshot by him. But you're in 5 separate sightlines right now. If he had been hardscope, you'd be dead already. So you back. I hope you back up. Now this is where you should be sitting more. Like, this is safe, and you can still do your job. You're realistically, you're not going to be doing meaningful damage to things at this point and onward, because they can hide, and you're not doing enough to kill them instant, right? If you're playing behind that rock, and things go here, they're threatening your demo. You don't put the stick to the ground, jumps away. They're like, oh, I'm safe. I can get to demo. They're here. You Natasha them. They're fucking dead. If your team's focusing them, they are dead. And you're safe, and you're in a position to spy check in like the middle time, and you can stop bombers because you can look above the rock. See, right now you're in China sight line. You know the sniper's in main. I think. Where is he right now? I actually can't even tell. Oh, he's going stairs. You might know that. So this is, if you know he's going stairs, if your spy called it, which he could have, then this is an okay place to be. But you can still get chipped from a lot of different things. Alright, so your spy gets their sniper. You kind of just seem lost. I feel like you think you need to do something all the time, but as heavy, you really don't. You can get away with, basically just waiting. That's a lot of what heavy is, and a lot of why people don't like it. In this game mode, like, it can just be a lot of waiting and playing super defensively. So their spy and sniper is dead. This is one of the times you can kind of play in these positions. What's up, Bagel? This is okay. You capped. Now that you capped, I would like you to be setting up in a more defensive place. I know you're going to go caution because that's what your team seems to want you to do at this point. But all right, so let's do a pick class check, okay? So the pick classes are both up now. Apparently, we don't know where they are. So their sniper, if he had gone here, he could hit your med and you and your demo. If the sniper gets here, if their team supports him here, caution is a death trap to you guys. But right now, the sniper's up top on China. If he peeks and does a quick scope, he can roll you guys right now. But your spike killed him anyway. Did everybody see that? Did everybody see that? I hope your med isn't about to get stabbed. Did everybody else see that? I'm gonna wait for chat to catch up. Did everybody see that? Or was I the only one who did? I hope you guys saw that. Okay, I'll go back. Alert! 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 Okay.
The control point is being...
Now do you see it? I'll give you a second, Arch. If you guys don't see it... So let's hope his med doesn't get stabbed here. Because his pyro is in, I think. I think their whole team is in. Now, it's really close, but I saw it, because at this point... this is when you should be looking for, like, that crazy bullshit play on your med. They're only 3 up, sure, but do you have eyes on all of them? do you know where all of them are? And I'm not saying that in a talk down way, but I'm saying like it's like a mental check you should be doing. Like right now they're all dead, but you should be like, you guys seen Spy? Because he's the only one left, and you know maybe your team's like, oh yeah, we're fucking good, and then you might get stabbed. That's how momentum switches. Okay, your med saw it. Your med turned around and saw it. Your med knew way before you though. Okay. So, alright, I'll give it a couple seconds to do the pick class check again. This is fine. You should go on cliff right now. There's no reason for you to be on the low ground. All you do is limit yourself and give the soldier better positioning on you. Rock is okay too. Oh god, I don't know what your med's trying to do there. Your med was just here when they're all respawning, which means you don't have any sniper info. Like, that's that's risky. Your medic has some balls, some testes swinging around down there. So your spy, I guess your spy could have called where the sniper is, so this is probably okay. Your team wants to hold forward. You should not be ahead of your demo though. Your demo should be the one leading here. He can avoid snipers more than you. Where's your demo relative to you? It shouldn't be like this. Right here. This split. What it should be is, if you really want to be this forward, I would put your demo where you are, you here. Because your demo can do meaningful damage from here and onward. You can't. Your demo can hit pipes on things up here and potentially kill, burst them, especially since the medic likes to hold here. Like normally medics like to hold there. You can't. All you do here is discourage them. Like, they'll slow down a bit, like, oh, heavy's a main. Then they'll focus you, and then you move, and then they can re-push off of that. But if you're here, you can use the cover to shoot up there while taking very little damage. You can also spy check freely, because you're really not in many sniper sight lines. You're in a sight line if he goes this way, but your spy should be calling that. Yeah. A steal move up poot. But yeah, still, look at this. I don't know if this is your team not communicating with you, but there's clearly a disconnect here. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Why am I so zoomed in? Look at this. Thank God for this spy, by the way, giving the sweetest viewpoint ever. This is you in front of 5 of their team. There's the people you should be protecting way behind you. I guess your demo just piped the soldier. Your demo just piped the soldier. That should have been you shooting that soldier. You're the one playing. You're the one that should be playing more defensive, more protecting. Instead, you are trying to effectively trying to hold off 5 people. You know, obviously you're not thinking I'm gonna hold off 5 people, but I don't know if I don't know what thought process would put you in that position. Nor am I gonna infer it. But, like, you're really separated from your team. I think you're just trying to tunnel on doing damage and making up because maybe you think you're having a bad game so far. But we'll see. Alright, you're going even more in, dude. I'm gonna keep, like, alright. So now your med is behind Rock. Your demo and sniper are both looking tunnel. And here you are. I think you're about to get Girardi'd. And the demo's right there. And the spy's decloaking on you. This should be... You should get fucking obliterated here. The demo's not going to do much to you, but the sniper's about to be in your sight line. I'm going to go back to your POV. You should be fucking annihilated here. Alright. They didn't push. The sniper's not really watching. The sniper didn't go for you. So it's okay. Rock is an okay position if you know where the sniper is. You just have to pick the side relative to where the sniper is. This is fine. Taking out the minis is good. You know the spy's dead, so... I'd start spy checking, like, pretty soon. I would start spy checking around now. And I'm not just saying that because I see that, but... Checking the scoreboard. You can see where the spy is. So, you see the sniper down there? If you peek right again, that's really bad. Hopefully you don't peek right ever again. until this, the sniper rotates. So your sniper's dead. Even more reason to never peek their sniper. You just peek the right side of the rock again. Now you're peeking that sniper sight line hard fucking core. I want to see. He just sniped your med. All three of you are just ADing in the sniper sight line when really it should just be your demo getting tanked. And not even all the time. Your demo can spam from behind this pallet or something. Let me see. Yeah, their sniper is just... Okay, maybe you're okay. I didn't know he rotated here, but you can see, like, their sniper's rotated China. Like, if the sniper's up on... hopefully someone on their team has a good POV of this. If their sniper is up here, or over here, this sightline is null and void. You should not be crossing that unless you're a class that can survive it. Or, like a Fist of Steel Heavy or something, right? The better positioning here would definitely be Cliff. Just because if you're running Natasha on Cliff, right? You can chip at these guys if you really want. You can chip at these guys over here if you really want. You're completely safe from snipers unless he goes all the way over here, which he really shouldn't. Realistically, he won't be doing that. And if he is, it'll be called way beforehand because it's such a long and obvious rotate. You're going to see him jump over main to the left. I'm just reminding, I just want to push the fact that the Fist of Steel are very, very good. If the sniper goes here, it'll be called ahead of time. So you'll have time to choose how you play on Cliff. And it'll also be free spam for your demo. Let me go back to you. So your med's dead. What you guys should do now is probably... What I would say is you either full fucking massive dick in and go to try to kill their med. Probably not the best idea. Or you just wait and then collapse on point when they try to cap it. Just try to stay alive and catch the people. If anyone overextends, you could just pinch them, kill them. We'll see what you guys do. You really like tempting the sniper, though, I gotta say. So they Ubered in. It's kind of a waste. You didn't need to stay there. You couldn't really get out because you didn't have to steal, but, like... You probably could have backed up. You staying there was okay. It wasn't the worst. Like, it's probably... I probably would, honestly, but that they would also usually be, like, scout demo Ubers that would go insta at, like, the higher division. So it's kind of hard to say, Let's see. It's not worth it standing in a sniper sideline with 150 health. You've been standing in the sniper sideline this entire time. And he's alive, right? Yeah. This is the drop back and oh man. Honestly, taking out the Gru, you need to work. You definitely need to. Taking out the Gru, crossing that was actually worse than having no Gru out there. Because if a scout chipped you from across the map, it would have been 3. With the Gru out, it would have killed you because you were 7 HP. So you guys, okay, it's even Ubers. Even Ubers, you just forced their team. Are you taking the Uber here? I really hope not, because look at how far away you are. Like, just looking at the effectiveness of how effective would this Uber be, right? Let's use. I can't really fly around, but so. You're all the way over here. Their whole flank is there, so there's no way your med... There's no way your med doesn't make it past this point, right? Without getting forced. Especially... The sniper did just die, so he's a little more around to play with, but... There's no way your med makes it past this point without getting forced, right? It was on you and the scout. You make it maybe... here? While Ubered, unless you don't rev up, and then in that case you're Ubering a heavy just to go... And walk into them. Which obviously I'm sure you can tell that's gonna be not good. This is more on your team than you, unless like you're asking for it. The heavy Uber, I would not do that generally. Let's see. So here we go, heavy Uber. Let's see how far you get with this. Alright, he switched to the scout. That's fine. But now it's a solo scout Uber. You're half health, and you're completely in the open alone here. Because the med has to leave you to make the Uber good. If you go in with the Uber, if he has to flash you in, feels like he has to flash you in or wants to flash you in, the Uber's bad. The fact that you went to the scout there was a good decision on your med's part. But as soon as you weren't getting Ubered and you were half health, I would have got the fuck out. It's not worth it. You're Ubering a scout in. You don't need to be there to give them something to focus. They want to feel helpless. You only want to put invincible targets in front of them. Alright, I'm just curious about the positioning here. So they're all up except for their sniper. So you don't really need to worry about sniper sightlines too much. You do need to worry about spies. They're all coming out. Your spies behind their med. So your scouts over here. Are you alone? You're like alone over here? Oh, your soldiers there. Okay. Wait, where are you? So you and your soldier here and your med's on point. Your sniper suits, so that's okay. I'm really, I don't know. You guys have Uberad, so I guess this forward hold is okay. What I would do is, when I'm playing in this position, I don't know if you're going to do this. You didn't do it before. I play around this window. I use the window to jump up here to fight up here, and I use the window to jump onto this sheet metal and spam down at them, or to hide on this thing and shoot them from behind. If you play in this window, again, you have like a high ground advantage to shoot down on them. But hopefully you don't drop to main or go over here, because if you go over here, that's just, you're opening yourself up to take more damage, and this is just a very safe place to be if you're trying to forward hold. Obviously it's not safe, but you know what I mean. Okay, so the snipers respawned. Alright. You see their sniper China? You gotta get the fuck off of caution, dude. It is, like, not safe at all. It is so unsafe. Like, and now you're just revved up in a sniper sideline here. Like, and you're challenging him. That's just basically asking to get killed by him. If he was hitting shots, you know, or be low to let them push. He even Girardi'd you guys, and their team didn't push off of it, because they're just getting pressured by your team so hard. Like, a lot of your positioning is, like... Yeah, now, if he walks up... Yeah, if your med didn't Uber, he had to, because it was the end of the game anyway, but... Still, like, you... Oh, basement. Was it your dream? How you feeling? Dude, fuck yeah. You're fine. You should be fine. Let me reread this pace, man. Poundladins? Oh, jeez. Yeah, sorry about that. Fun game, though. So, the big takeaways I'd say from this, again, this is from like a couple months ago, but the big takeaways are, on Viaduct, it's not your job to be the front line. It's your job to be the mid or back line. You want to protect your medic, demo, and scout, and sniper the people who can actually do stuff on the map realistically. Don't run Gru. You said you don't. That's fine. Play play Cliff. You really weren't there much. It's a really, really safe position to shoot down at anything trying to get in your combo. Don't start Cliff unless you're trying to hard counter a soldier that likes to go there early. Don't start on point either, because it's just death. Try not to peek a sightline unless you know for a fact the sniper is not watching it or has the capability to watch it. And spy check more. That's it. You're a very defensive, protective class. Yeah, this map's a really good example of it, because if against the players that can punish you playing the way you did, would you just gotten like booty blasted against like a sniper who could actually hit you when you're just like revved up in mid. Man, that's the short and whole of it, I think. Dude, that's the worst. Like, I wake up to do something, like, I have a meeting ETF to well